TNG, and today I'll be doing another episode of the From Scratch series. Unfortunately, I ended up missing with Yugioh, so I had to take a week off for the videos. However, I did attend the sneak peek, and I did play a tournament in that time for locals, and yeah, we did pretty good. So, in that tournament, it was before the sneak peek came out. However, I did not want to... I didn't feel like uploading a video for that, mostly because it's been like extremely crazy hot here. Like, I guess not crazy, but it's been like probably 90, 95, and then in my apartment, I don't have a window in this room that opens, and so this is the main place I record everything, and it's been like crazy hot. So I'm already sweating right now, and this is one of the cooler days, and I've been letting my fan run and blow like cold air into here like the whole day. It's from like my kitchen and stuff, and I live in Wisconsin, so I don't have an air conditioner because it gets pretty hot here, but it's only for about a month and a half of the year where it's really hot, and so it's not really worth having. And it usually doesn't matter, but unfortunately right now is the time where it does, is what I'm trying to do this series. So I've been kind of putting off recording just because I sweat a lot while I'm doing it if I don't have my fan on, and if I have my fan on you can't hear me, so it kind of sucks, but we're going to get through it. Only about probably 2 weeks left, and then I'll start cooling off a little bit more, so shouldn't be too bad then. Anyways, so we went to our third locals with this deck, and after 3 weeks, after pulling that no material in the last video, getting some traits, I actually ended up doing really well at locals. And yeah, so we'll go through the matches I played and how well I did, and then we'll go through the sneak, because I did attend that and I get some packs from that and got some picked up some good cards for the deck from that. So we go into round one locals. I ended up showing up late, but I called ahead and they just gave me the buy for it. No big deal. Pretty good there. I think we ended up having 21 people, which is like the biggest level we've had in a while. I think that a couple people moved back for summer now that's a little closer to college season, and so they kind of started showing up more, and we're getting more people like quite a bit more consistently. I also think there was something going on. Oh, one of the weeks I believe it was Nats, and the week after was the week after Nats, where everyone's tired of Yugioh for a weekend. So I'm pretty sure that's why we were behind for those 2 weeks there. But no big deal. We ended up getting some cool stuff. I haven't gotten into the new Battle of Light's Revenge set yet, but the Battle of Legends Heroes Revenge, I think is what it's called. I haven't opened that set at all yet, unfortunately, because I haven't been to local since that set dropped. But other than for the sneak peek, which we don't do tournaments for, because my locals is the best. So let's get into what we did here. Sorry. So I got the buy round one, and then round two I ended up playing versus just like Good Stuff Ritual. I believe it was like a Chaos Max variant. I think that's what he was just trying to do, was just drop a Chaos Max on me. And so what ended up happening is in game one, he he did like Manju Pass. I guess his hand was super bricked. And so he did Manju Pass, and then I made like a really simple board of like Mech Knight Avram plus Mech Knight Green Horizon. And with just those two cards, I hit him for a little bit of damage, and then I didn't really have much of a hand. So he passes to me. He attacks into my Avram with Chaos Max Dragon, and then I double honest and he dies. It was like the dumbest thing ever, but double honest is lit. Now we go into game two from there. He sees that I'm playing Mech Knights, and he lets me go first. I'm assuming to try to get the OTK on me, and I just summon the Berry Touch of Heavens. And then I flip over my Phantom Knight Wings, and he's like, I have no way to outthreat my deck, and he scoops. Yeah, I mean, like a 1500 beater, you can't say anything about light monsters. I think he said the only light he could play in his deck was Ben 10, and he had no way to special it. So yeah, we got a free win there, basically. And then we go into my round three opponent. He's playing Salamangreats. In game one, he makes a very mediocre board of Salamangreats. I think he ends on like Mirage, Sunlight Wolf, Phalanx with a Phalanx engraved. And he didn't have his L access, so there's not much he could really do other than just like make a board and hope he lived. And essentially all I did was I summoned three it was 3 or 4 Mech Knights. I resolved Desires, 2 Mech Knights. I activated Psychic Blade on one of the Mech Knights, so like a 4000 attack beater. I swung over everything on his board other than I think he had a Phalanx left, and that's all he had. I swung over everything, and then he goes into turn, I flip up Sanctum, and I drop Scythe on him, and he can't do anything. And then I kill him next turn. Then we go into game two. We grind out a little bit. I activate World Legacy's Memory, and he ashes it, and I'm like, okay, crap, that sucks. And then I literally have no way to gain advantage, so I have no way to get to purple, and I lose the game. We go into game 3. I able to go first. I believe I summoned. I think my play was like, oh yeah. So my play was to activate desires and then summon barriers. Or no, I don't know barriers or state. My play was activate desires. I got the sanctum. I set sanctum, and then I think I set like compulse, crackdown, summon Avram, pass. He goes normal summon. I flip up sanctum, which hits out scythe, and then I'm able to drop. What's next to it? Oh, and then I'm able to crackdown, take his monster, link it away for the Mekhanite link. I think I search memory for purple, and then I add the integral eclipse to my hand. Special summon integral eclipse, move it over. Special summon red moon, attack him for over 8,000 per game. So yeah, good times. Pretty lucky there. I opened really well, like the 2 games I won, to where I was able to just kind of like win the game. And like my opponent didn't open the best. Like I think game 3 showed me his hand. It was really strong, but I think it was Sanctum Scythe or something like that, like made it so he couldn't do anything, and I just ended up winning in salmon rates. I want to say he misplayed one of the times, and like there was more he could have done, but I think like getting scythed in game 3, he was like, oh crap, I'm screwed. So yeah, that was fun. And then we go into the final round. My Leopards only plays 4 rounds, which really sucks. No matter the amount of people, so we had 21, we still only played 4 and no top cut. But I ended up playing versus my friend who was playing Sub-Terrors. In game 1, he opens the worst hand of his life. He basically goes set 2, set a monster, pass. I believe like literally all I did was just summon like 2 Mechanites. He flips summon limit. I attack over a set card. It's a Fiendus. Okay. And then I basically play like this like slow like poke him down with Avram and try not to get like punished by anything. I think he flips Tikaboo on me on like the next turn, and I'm locked into like Artifact Scythe and like Avram. I just slowly poke him down. He finally gets to the field spell and I MST it, and then I think he hard draws the Sub-Terror. I can't think of the name now. Totally spaced. He hard draws Guru, and he sets Guru, passes, I attack it, and he flips it, I strike it, and I kill him with Avram. Pretty fun. And then we go into and then we go into game 2. He's like, "Are you siding?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't want to side. I'm lazy." And I think it was mostly because like he knew me going first. His deck doesn't really change much. It's Guru controls time versus Max. I was like, "Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter." I thought I said either. We'll probably just go to game 3 anyways, where I can go first and kind of like establish stuff before you do anything. And then we go into game 2. He opens like Tikaboo, summon limit, like Fiendus, double hand trap to not play his deck again. And then I go, I think just like summon two Mechanites again, swing in. He Tikaboos me. I use Purple Nightfall's effect to banish itself, and then I swing over the Fiendus with Avram, and then pass turn, and then I make a Link Spider, set like 2 back row, pass turn. He draws City, plays City. I flip over Heavy Storm Duster and pop both his set. And pop his Tikaboo and his Hidden City. He sets Fiendus again and like passes. And then I draw for turn. I think I drew for turn. I drew a second Mekhanite. And so, I drew an Avram, so I special summoned, and then I just go off from there. And I put him at like 1,000 life points. He top decks, sets 1, passes. It's an ogre, and I just kill him. Really simple games. Basically, I just beat people down, and so a lot of people didn't draw the best hand. So I didn't really like win in a good way, but I was able to take first at locals actually. After tiebreakers, I ended up being the only 4-0 because I think we had a 3-0-1 and another 3-0-1. So yeah, I was ended up being the only undefeated on the day. I was able to open 4 packs, and I actually got some sick pulls, so we can watch those, and I got some awesome trades.
To find more, but until then, there's Shadows of Mahal. And you can take, for your prizes, up to 2 of any one OTS pack. So we have 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there's that. Alright, Kyler, you get 4 packs. Yay! What do you want?
What's the most current one? Is it 10?
10. Do you want 2 10?
I would say, yeah, 2 10. Let's do it.
Okay, and then you get 2 more. Do you want Shadows of Valhalla or 9, 8, or 7?
Let's do 8 and 9.
There you go.
Dope.
All right. Getting 3 is Adam. Yay! So what do you want, Adam?
I don't know what's in 7 and 8 and 9.
Find out. Personal spoofing. Oh, Silent Graveyard's a pretty good pull, actually.
For your deck?
Actually, that's actually a good pull for the deck.
Chance, you get 3.
Yay!
Oh, nice. Mortal Talk. I actually need that for the artifact engine.
And what's going on?
Stop it.
What?
That's actually really good.
Delta ulti! Oh! Shit. Nice.
I want to put my 10s back now.
Okay.
Alright, last one. Delta.
Alright, Ryan, you get 2.
Dude,
Yay.
fire.
So yeah, off the pulls, I ended up getting the Ulti Galatea, the Super Sunlight Wolf, and the a Super Personal Spoofing, and one other card that I think was relevant. It was a Rune Queen of Oblivion. But I also got the Mortal Talk, which having Mortal Talk is really awesome now. It means like our artifact engine is a lot better because you don't have to play Lancey in the main, which is it's not the best for slot decks. It's an okay card, but not amazing. So we got that now, which is really nice. It means like I can side deck Lancias. I do need to get 3 at some point, but we'll get there when we get there. So I was able to do a trade of I think like a couple like random cards from my binder. I think there was like an ulti and something else where I got 2 Heavy Storm Dusters and the card that's awesome but probably not that good, which was Mekk-Knight Spectrum Supreme. Pretty okay card. Like I don't think it'll win me any games, especially without Honest in hand. But I think like the fact that it can like just get 3,000 in randomly may come up. So I thought it was a good pickup. It's also only like 50 cents. So nice to have. I don't know if it's necessary, but it might come up here or there. After that, I was able to trade the Sunlight Wolf for Desires and 2 Panker Tops. Really nice trade for me. I picked up some more stuff. So now let's go over to, and that was all that really happened. I mean, we got the Ulti Galatea, but I wasn't able to get rid of it that weekend. I had to leave, and there was no one to trade for it with. So then we go into the next day. It's totally spacing. Oh, sorry. We go into the next week, which is the sneak peek weekend. And during the sneak peek, I ended up pulling. Well, you'll see. Yeah, basically crap.
Yuma. That is Yuma. You're right. He watches Exel.
Yuma.
I forget how good those shows actually.
Some more. Oh no. Oh hey, there's a Tenyi that's actually good.
How dare you blaspheme?
Beat Raptor.
Should be super easy to find the Tenyis because isn't like the only.
They're all rare.
Yeah, except like the Link and Ultra and that's it.
And you don't even play that. I'm not even playing that, so whatever. Yeah, FA. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, Dream Mirror of Joy. Okay, I definitely don't want that card. Okay, those all suck. I'm gonna hate on all the juniors because they spun all the time. Where's my Time Thief Wave 2? I don't want Dream Mirrors.
It's never happened.
We have a PlayStation.
Because I play with Kyler all the time.
Hey, I don't want that either. These packs are terrible. I hate this game.
He and I play it.
Watch me play all supers. Pull all supers again.
Let's just pull up Prismatic for the last one.
Be happy.
I
I'm
can hear you in
sad.
the background all the time.
You're loud.
I can hear you in the background.
Everyone ever can hear you all the time. Man. No. Oh.
No, I don't
Actually, that's worth something.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, another 10 even though I don't need it. Because it's not the good one. Oh, I just need to trade for 10 at some point. I think I can get Nate back into the game. Do you remember Nate Adams? Nate Johnson? The guy who played Dinos all the time? That's all he played. He played like Lost World Dinos constantly.
Okay. Maybe.
His dad. Oh my god, this sucked.
Was he hot?
He was short. Maybe? I don't know. He was like ex-Marine.
Oh, okay.
Man, these packs sucked. I pulled like 3 Dreamier cards, like the worst things in the set.
Bad content.
Bad con-
I pulled the. Where is it? I have it in my binder. I pulled the Dream Knight Romulus, but that card is pretty terrible. The only really nice thing that came out of this sneak weekend is some of the cards I got, which I don't think I really threw on video. I did pull one of them, I think, though. Oh, yeah, so I'll show you guys here quickly. I didn't really record this because they were such small trades. I don't think I got any of them. They were just quick ones I was doing. That was with like totally like random people or locals that had never been there before. So I think I traded like I traded like nothing for all of these, like really small crap, like really small stuff. Like I think one of them was like I pulled like 2 of the Dream Here cards and I was able to swap them for one, and then I was able to swap them for 1 plus the link, and then I got It's a crappy card. I really shouldn't call it crappy. Oh, and then I got some of the Yosenji cards and some of those. What I was able to swap for was actually really, really nice. So I ended up being able to pick up all of these nice shiny cardboard cards. So we got a Vessel of the Dragon Cycle. Oh, I dropped the Vessel, but we got one. So we got a Vessel of the Dragon Cycle from trades. I got 2 Tenyi Adharas, 3 Tenyi Vishuddhus, and 2 Monk of the Tenyi, which are actually amazing. Adhara will be once I get Justiciar. It's actually super good because it allows me to use Ib to search up my World Legacy cards because it's a level 1 tuner that I can special summon, and it works with Avern really nicely. But Vishuddhu actually goes in the main deck right now. So now I have cards that actually allow me to blind second a lot better, where I'm not so reliant on like my floodgates and my back row. Vishuddhu is amazing for that. It allows me to basically special summon himself out, banish him, link him away from Monk of the Tenyi, and then banish him from my graveyard to bounce a card my opponent controls back to the hand, whether it be an extra monster or a back row or a card that just stops me from playing in general. I don't have to worry about the card anymore because it's gone for the turn at least. And that's really amazing. It also gives me a link arrow, so for when I go first, like when I know I'm going first, I can still keep the Vishuddhu in, and it allows me to make like plays turn 1. And it also allows for easy access to the Mech Knight link without having to like commit other cards. So that's really nice. So that was a really big pickup that I got. It allows me to go second a lot better. It's just a very powerful card. So I think that was really nice. Other than that, we actually did some really awesome trades. I was able to get some really cool cards in the trades. But before we go into that, we're going to go into the binder because I also got an OTS pack from this. I was able to get an OTS pack for playing in the Sneak. There's a local that does like a dual day where you just have to like duel people with the decks you pulled. And I got a really, really nice card that I think helps a lot going into the future for this. So let's go into what we got.
Like that, I feel like murder the whole set after their.
I can't imagine Ash going to one.
No, I can't either. But
Silent Graveyard, Roshana.
Super Poly!
Hey, we did it!
$15.
Yay!
We did it.
First off, Super Poly. That is a $15 super out of the OTS pack. I specifically bought OTS 9 so I could try to pull this card, and I got it. $15 super. Obviously, like Ulti Stratos would have been nice. I don't know what the other ultis are. I think it's Ulti Stratos, Ulti Hayate maybe, and I don't remember the final ulti. It's not Colossus. I think it's. I have no idea. Honestly, don't remember what the other ulti is. I was just happy to pull this. $15 super, really nice, great set to pull out of there. And then I was able to trade for a Danger Bigfoot, which you'll see here in a minute. We'll go through that later, but we'll go through the full binder first. So I got a Bigfoot. After that, Dream Knight Romulus that I pulled, whatever. Batterman Solar from earlier, Jizuku, and Dragon Matrix. Pretty okay cards. Like I think Solar might go up because people are switching to Pure Thunder Dragon, so I'm hoping it at least like breaks $1 or $2. Personal Spoofing I pulled, Infernity Break, Solemn Warning. I'm not playing this anymore. I think it's a good trade bait, and Hypa. Then we have the Magnet Carrier, kind of crappy. Ulti Malfunction, whatever. I mean, like, no one's wanted it yet, but one day. Common Upstart, Token. A Scriptdraw, Thousand Eyes Idol. Jet Synchrons that I pulled. Assault Beast that I pulled. A Breaker that I pulled. Smart of Darkness from the new set. TG Hyper Librarian, Phantom Sky Blaster, just more OTS pack pulls. Chain Disappearance, Quantum, more OTS pack pulls. The new Monarch, Malevolent Majesty from the sneak peek. Double Silent Graveyard that pulls. Those are actually worth a little bit, I think. Double Fiendish Chain, from what I played earlier, I dropped them from the deck, so they're in there now. Then we have the one Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Fortunately passed, new card, Mythical Bestiary. Another OTS pack pull. Rune Print of Oblivion, crappy pull from the OTS pack. Double Bottomless Trap pull from the deck before. Crystal Forbidden Spell, Psy Reflector that I pulled, and then I think there's an Assault Piece underneath there. One Star Strike Assault Mode and Assault Mode Activate. I'm not at that point yet, but that deck does interest me a little bit. Being able to play that engine in here seems nice. Triple Mind Drain, side deck card that I picked up originally. It might be good, I'm unsure. I don't think my locals doesn't really have any Thunder. We only have like 2 Thunder Dragon players, and they don't always play Thunder Dragon, so it's not always the best call, especially if they're not there. So I'm not sure about this card. I think it's really good versus Thunder and Danger decks, but it depends if they're there. The one Mage Power, it is Retro Pack rare, so it might be worth something. 3 Phantom Night Wings to the Mirror Wall. Unfortunately, we're not playing Mirror Wall anymore. It's so sad. And that is the end of the binder for now. It's looking a lot better. We have a lot more value, but what's even better is the deck. So I'll do the trades at the end, or at least in between like the deck while I'm doing it, so you guys can see it like kind of on the side. But let's go into that deck profile because that's really what I think we're all here for to see. So this is a little bit different than what I played at the locals, but it's better. So we got rid of a lot of the bad cards on the main deck. Like before, I think I made triple MST and like ugh, gross. I'm trying to think of else. I think I was playing triple Green Horizon still. It's not that good. And then I was just playing like a lot of like cards that I didn't really want to be playing. Like I think I was still like playing like Shattered Dream and stuff. But now we have a lot of good cards that we're playing, and the deck looks so much nicer. Yeah, I think we dropped Bottomless, Fetus Chain. Kind of those like traps that aren't like horrible but aren't really good. They're no longer in there, so we just have a better deck in general. So yeah, let's get into this deck profile then. You guys can see it, and then we're wrapped up, and we'll be on to week 5 technically. Begin with triple Mekk-Knight Abram. This card's sick. It is your beater and his best boy basically. After that, we're gonna do it by parts. So what cards do what in the deck. So we have our Mekk-Knight package. Double Red Moon and Monster Moon, which is not that bad honestly. It's really nice to have. He's a body 2300. He's a thick boy. 2600 defense even, so strong. Double Mekk-Knight Yugioh Eclipse. This is our mover boy. Pretty good. One Mekk-Knight Yellow Star. One Mekk-Knight Purple Nightfall. And then one Mekk-Knight Green Horizon is all we're at right now. I think someone said they had a couple extra blues, so I want to pick those up. But those will be huge if we get them. So that's the next card I want to get. Those I want to work towards. One Purple Nightfall. Not the best. It's the strongest one. But I think blue's more important, especially now that we're able to blind second better. So that's our Mekk-Knight package. It's actually not that big in terms of like monsters. Only 10 monsters, but a fourth of the deck is Mekk-Knights, so we're playing Mekk-Knights. After that, we have the new best boy, Tenyi Vishudu. Being able to basically link it away immediately for a monk is really nice. It's also a beater, and if I ever get any rank 7s that are playable, which I don't really think exist, it's a XYZ material. It's pretty nice. Yeah. And then, it's so nice. Triple Dino Wrestler Pankratops. We are real blind and second with this boy in the deck. This and Vishudu in the deck means we can blind second to like everything. We have like good answers to their boards and stuff that can just remove it. Pankratops, so good. Vishudu is so good. There's a reason it's like one of the most cited cards of 2019. After that, we have Effect Failures, because we were able to do a trade, which will be on screen right now quickly. We picked up the 2 Effect Failures, 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Drosor Snow Rabbit, a Danger Bigfoot, and a Pot of Desires, all in one trade, and we were able to get rid of that Galatea at, I think it was at 31 at the time. So nice, so nice. Very, very good trade for me. I picked up a lot of good cards there in that trade for the deck, and I picked up Bigfoot as trade bait. I think like Bigfoot isn't like any danger monster that's like worth anything is such a trade bait because dangers are so popular. They can go into so many decks that it's hard to find them for trade like ever. Everyone who has them wants to sell them. So yeah, having one in a trade only, I think I'll be able to move it for a good price or like for a card I really want. After that, Scythe, Mortal Talk. These are artifacts. I know we're blind second, but artifacts are still good at going second too. So yeah. It's also one of the better like trap engines I can play for cards to set because I was playing like a higher Tenyi engine. Then I realized like I never had anything to set, and I was like playing in these hands where like I could make a link, but I couldn't set anything, and it was really bad sometimes. After that, our Mismatched Pot of Desires. Oh, this card's so good. I'm so happy I have these now. He's like one of the best cards in the deck. After that, we have, of course, the card that allows us to search purple memory. It's. I don't like it. I get why you play it. I'm not the hugest fan of it. I think it's like okay. It's okay at best. Like getting purple is really nice. That's all it's for right now. The fact that I only play one purple means as many ways to see as possible, and I was able to trade for that. One Upstart Goblin, yeah. 39 cards. Hoping would be proud. After that, we play triple Solemn Strike. Yeet. Mismatched rarities, of course. Triple Artifact Sanctum. Mismatched rarities, of course. Triple Compulse. Yeah, that's a rare. Mismatched rarities. All my 3s are mismatched pretty much, other than Pankratops and Abram, because Abram, I think he comes as a super, but I haven't found him yet. But Pankratops has a secret printing out, but no one has that. People just have commons basically because it's like super easy to get. After that, Double Crackdown. Pretty nice. I want 3. Actually, this card's like so good in here, but like no one has extras from what I've been able to find. After that, double heavy storm duster. I think duster is like insane. Obviously, like the fact that I'm playing for second means it's not as good, but it's so powerful, and especially in like this deck. Obviously, you want to play the go first deck. I would play twins over this if I had them. However, this card actually serves like a function where I can leave. I want to like leave my opponent's spell traps on board so I can put up my knights on a lot of situations. So this card ends up as like being removal where I can use it to like as removal on my opponent's turn. Essentially, go +1 off of it, and then yeah, essentially go +1 off of it, and then I'm able to use it for set zones too. It's really nice. And it also works to like pump my magnets, obviously. Finally, our last card, World Legacy Whispers. This card is okay. The World Legacy Secret's a card I want to play 3 of. I just haven't been able to find one. I think I asked like 2 people to look through their bulk for them to see if they had them for trade, and if I didn't get them off them. So they said if they have them, they'll bring them. So hopefully I can get at least 1, maybe 2 if possible. So that's our main board, 40 cards even. Of course, we're playing on a budget. Playing over 40 is not budget. So for the extra deck now, of course, Tenyi, or Monk of the Tenyi, your guy you just go into off of any Tenyi monster. Mech Knight of the Morningstar is Liddy Boy. Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme, it's okay. Berserker of the Tenyi, he's 3k body, it's pretty alright. One of the Whales, still playing it, just don't have better cards. Magna Lighter, I pulled him out of the OTS pack. 10, he's later out of the newest set. Pops the cards, pretty nice. Also monster. And then OTS 9 pull, Galaxy Tachyo Dragon. I don't know if I'll ever make this, but it seems fun. And at least it shows like I have way more of an extra deck. This looks so scrubby. After that, we have our sideboard, of course. How to Sack Wins. Triple Berry Statue of the Heavens. Double Puppet Plant. I'm not sure what this goes in for, but there's not much else to play, and it seems like it could work on something. 1 Electric Virus. This is what the Puppet Plant should be. 2 more of these, but whatever. 1 Lancia. I should probably play 3 of these. We have the Chaos Center to function as 1, but yeah, it's not as good. Triple Mystical Space Typhoon, because back removal Mystic Mind sucks, and I won't have else to it. Triple goes in. We're pretty much only lights outside of light picker tops and the Tenyi, but those aren't too big of a deal. So we can link before the flip goes in. And I side out picker tops going first usually, so like it goes in match comes in, so not a big deal there. Just the Tenyi you have to deal with, which will usually just be used for link fodder after someone in mech anyways. And finally, of course, the card I think is actually super sick, Karma Cut. Banishing all the copies of a card from your opponent's graveyard is super strong. It's just like quick spot removal. Bouncing cards in some matchups isn't as good as banishing them. So if I can banish my opponent's Jaguar from the board and it's gone forever, that's really good. Same with cards like Galatea. If I banish all my opponent's Galateas, they could have a hard time recovering if they don't play Wand and they don't have a way to get to Angrissu. Which not as rare, but it does make my opponent have to play poorly. So I think if you look at it that way, I think the card's really good. It's spot removal. It comes in really nicely alongside the Berry Statue because it helps remove cards for it. Not having the Phantom like wings is sucks, but like Berry Statue isn't going against everything going first. And there's matchups where I still will want to go second, so it's not the best card always, but it's pretty good anyways. So that's the full deck. We're actually looking pretty solid. Our deck's overall not too terrible. I really want to try to get those World Legacy secrets, and then once I have that, I really don't have that much more to pick up. We have that in there. I think these are still okay. I might put them to the sideboard once we get secrets. I think the crackdowns are really strong. I think I would. I'm feeling 2 heavy Storm Duster. I think this card's good, like always. But what I think will happen in the end is I'll play I'll play a triple crackdown. I'm iffy on Compulse. I think the card's safe, but there's matchups where it sucks. But I think versus Thunder Dragons being the best, like this card's sick. Triple Crackdown, Triple Compulse. Sanctum will be sideboarded, I think. Like I'm not like if I'm going second, like Sanctum's not that good going second. But we just need traps right now to play for going for it to set. So we'll go to Triple Compulse. I think Strike is still really strong going second. It guarantees you resolve like purple and stuff, and it allows us to like make sure we resolve Compulse or Crackdown to like force a card out. So that's really nice. I think that'll be our end lineup, and we'll play Triple Secrets in the main because that card's actually just so sick. Secrets is one of the best cards in this deck, especially with Painter Tops. Just like you bring out a Painter Tops, you pop a card, and you have a negation if you have Inadwell. It's like super busted. Other than that, like I might just play Third Desires over this. I think I want to cut these for sure. I'm not sure what for yet. I'll probably end up putting in the add Horus for these, so I can go into like better plays. And there's actually there's a level for the, I don't remember its name. It's the blue Tenyi. I want to get those so I can play like a 10. It's like a 10 card. It's like a 10 monster Tenyi package, or no, 8 monster Tenyi package, and you play 1 or 2 of the spells, and it allows you like to do everything with the deck. Where like this card's fairly mediocre. I would drop this like in a heartbeat for like purple or for purple or blue. Desires, I want to say it's bumped up to triple, especially without Sanctum in the main board. And I think this card's so good, like that. Like I always want to play 3 in like any type of like deck like this where I play mostly 3s. These will obviously be cut. More hand traps is better. I might trade this. From what I've been hearing from people, like this card isn't that good against Thunder and stuff. Whereas like Ghost Order is insane right now. Like Ghost Order like completely turns off their play. If you Ash the LP rather than Ogre it, or you rather than Ogre it, it's so much worse. There's so many worse targets for like Ash inside the Thunder deck, whereas Ogre is just like amazing right now. These are 100% staying. I'm pretty sure these are always staying. I'm pretty sure it always stays that are only normal summon. Endor Eclipse is good. I think this goes down to 1. This should drop completely for blue. And then purple is really solid. Obviously a 3 of, 1 of, probably still 1 of. I think like spot back removal is really strong, especially against like pens and stuff. And then we drop blue red into 1, so we have less. And I think overall, I think that's the deck I'd actually be comfortable taking to regionals. If I can get all the stuff I need, I think this deck is really solid going second. Evenly matched might be nice. Kaiju's, I'm not too sure. I don't like giving my opponent an advantage. I think Slunder's like a bad card right now. Oh my god, I just talked so long. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys liked the deck and want to see future content. We had a lot of upgrades. I have a lot of editing to go on this tomorrow. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.